Good day everyone. Welcome to free webinar online assessment tools. This is Felixberto B. Simbulas Jr., your facilitator for this re-echo. Department of Education Division of Bohol, SD of Bohol Contextualized Webinar Part 2, Re-echo. Session objectives. 1. Familiarize the features of Google Forms as a tool in making online assessment. 2. Create an online quiz using Google Forms. And 3. Appreciate the use of the tool in making online assessment. By the way, what is Google Forms? It is a web-based app used to create forms for data collection purposes, such as surveys, quizzes, or event registration sheets. The data gathered is typically stored in a spreadsheet. Is Google Forms free? It comes free with Google account. Is Google Forms safe? The answer is yes. Google Forms responses are stored in a worksheet that can only be accessed through a Google account login. Does Google Forms have a limit? Forms do not have a limit, such as the data is held in a Google Sheet with 5 million line capacity. Do I need to register? If you have no Google account yet, the answer is yes. Just type in your browser www.gmail.com and create your Google account. If you have already a Google account, the answer is no. Just type in your browser www.gmail.com and log in your account. What do I need to prepare? Just prepare the following: your laptop or even your mobile phones, and of course the internet access and a copy of your assessment form. How to start Google Forms? Just type in your browser forms.google.com and have your Google account and password. Do you have any questions? If none, let us proceed to online tutorial, the directed hands-on activity. Now, in our hands-on activity, it is very important to answer the questions how to start Google Forms. To start your Google form, just go to your browser and type forms.google.com and have your Google account and with your password, and you will be directed to this page. This is now the home page of our Google Forms. So as you can see, we have already a Google Forms there in our page, and we can see these plus signs. If you want to add any kind of Google Forms, we just simply click the plus sign. Now let us see what happens if we will click this plus sign. Now here it is. We are now in the Google Form sheet. So what we are going to do is to make a Google form, or even we will make a quiz using the Google form. So as we notice, the form is untitled. So we're going to write the title of our form, and also we have no questions yet. At the right side of our untitled question, we have more options to choose. So we have short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, and many others. Then at the right side of our multiple choice, we can see the plus sign, meaning we can add another question. And below that plus sign is this symbol, meaning we have to impart question. Then below we have the text T or add a description. And then we can click this icon to add image or pictures, and this one is to add videos. Then the last one is to add section. Now if you want to duplicate your work or this question, you can click this icon. Now the question has been duplicated. Now if we want to delete this question, so we can click this icon. Now that question has been deleted. Now if this question is required to be answered, then just on the enable button. It means the student cannot proceed to another page of this quiz without answering that question. Now at the top of our Google form sheet, we can see the responses of our learners or students. So we have here the responses. So 0 responses because there's no students answered yet to our Google form sheet. So as you can see, we have the words accepting responses, meaning the author of this quiz already accepting the responses of the learners. And if you click the disable button, meaning you are not anymore accepting any responses from the students. From the top right of our responses, so we can see this green icon, meaning it is a spreadsheet. So in this spreadsheet, we can see the responses of our students or from our quiz or Google form quiz. So let us click this one and then click create. So as you can see, there is no responses yet in our spreadsheet. So this time we will create a title of this form. Shall we say English 3 quiz. So below the title of this form is the description. So any instruction or any description of this quiz, so write it in this portion. So like for example, please answer this quiz before August 30, 2022. That is our description or instruction. Now this time, let us create a question. So click the entitled question. So write your questions here in this portion. So since putting the respondent's name is very important, so we will create a question asking the name of the respondent. Then below to our question, select your name. So you can write the names of your students here below the questions, and they can select their name from the options. So after this question, I want to add some description. So I click the T there. So yeah. So type your description here if you want some description. Okay, like for example, this is the part 1 of your quiz. Okay, like for example, watch the video and answer the question that follow. Then again, to add a video of this quiz, so click this icon. Okay, we will click this one, and you will be directed to uh, YouTube website. So you can search any videos from YouTube, then copy paste the URL of that video from the YouTube. So like for example, in the YouTube website, so just type the video that you wanted to show. Like for example, the lion and the mouse. So here you'll be directed to the different videos. So click specific videos. Okay, we will select this one. Okay, then choose select or click select. Now the video or the website of this video appeared in our form. Now let us try to review. So this is the appearance of our Google form sheet. So English 3 quiz, we have select your name, then the students will select from the different options, then they will just simply click their name there from the list. Then we have the part 1, which is watching the video and answer the following questions that follow. Now since we have already the video, so we will click this plus sign to add questions. Okay, so after clicking, so there you can write your question. Okay, like for example, we will write the question, what is the moral lesson of the story? Okay, from that question, so click answer key button. So if you click that one, so here you're going to assign points of that corresponding question. So you can assign points to that question. Meaning if the student get the correct answer, she or he will receive 5 points. So after making the different questions and setting the answer key of that specific questions, and also with the corresponding points, so we are done with our quiz. Now the question is how to share the link of this quiz to our students so that they can give the responses. So from the top right of our screen, so you can see the send button. So after clicking that send button, so you can click this icon, the link. Okay, so you can copy the link here. So is https:// docs. So you can copy this one. So you can click the box shorter URL to make the link shorter. Then after that, you can copy. Then after copying the link, you can send the link to your students, especially in your GC or group chat in the messenger. Then as a teacher, if you want to review if there is already some responses given by your students, so you can go to forms.google.com. Then you can review your quiz, your made quiz. Then you can click any of your made quiz, then have a download of the responses. And that's all for our echo about free webinar online assessment tools, and I hope you learned something about it. Again, this is Felixberto B. Simbulas Jr., your facilitator for today's Ray Echo. Thank you very much, and God bless.